we're in the middle of the National Defense Authorization Act and the Appropriations Bill, okay? The issue with that is that it's still in flux. It's come out of the committees, and we're looking at the Appropriations Act and the Authorization Act, and they're looking at now bringing it for the votes and then go to reconciliation. And the process looks like this. It's an eye chart. I won't bore you with it. But there are three things that happen: the budget process, the authorization bill, and then the appropriations. Senate is the authorization, House is the appropriations. So there are a lot of provisions that Pete has talked about that are very, very important, but there are priorities that you need to go to the House. You can go to the MOAA website and you can drill down in their advocacy and they can tell you. One of the things that happens right now is that the House, in terms of the Appropriations Act, we're trying to get the Veteran Services Organization in Transition Assistance Counseling, part of the bill. Family separation account allowance increase, and FS to $400 a month. You know, the troops are out there, families are separated, they're trying to make ends meet, and this is an additional support. The other is a pilot program to access obstetrical and gynecological care under TRICARE Prime by limiting the referral process. Right now, you got to go, do the kabuki dance just to see the doctor. Okay. One of the things in the Senate is modifications to calculation of the basis allowance for subsistence for enlisted members, and it's trying to protect them from decreased payments for their BAS. Last year in 2024, the Army decided to call almost $700 million out of the BAS that went for single soldiers to go to the mess hall and put it in DEI programs. We have got to protect against that, and we got to protect the integrity of the system. There's also an expansion of what they call, and this is a real good one, individual longitudinal exposure record, ILER. This is cradle to grave. When you step on the yellow footprints to when you retire, everything you're exposed to is now cataloged. So if you got Agent Orange in Vietnam, you got Burn Pit over in Iraq, or if or in Korea, that this is the way to do that. And it's supposed to set up a system to document that so that it streamlines the VA process. One of the things that's happening, and this is where you go, right now, the way that we do the cost of living increases for the military is we tie it to a thing called the Employment Cost Index. And that's the civilian sector. That's how wages go, okay? Well, what's happened in 2026, that's going to be about a 3.8% pay raise for 2026. However, 2027, and the process will start after 1 October for that, the presidential budget is supposed to be somewhere around 2.2 and may go down. And if they go away from the employment cost index, I know it's technical, then that allows them to kind of separate us from our counterparts in the civilian world. That Richard, okay, one of the things I wanted to tell you, one of the things that needs to be combated for the 54,000 veterans is the fact there's several things going on. Number one, there's advocates that this bill is too expensive. And when you're talking about $8 billion over 10 years, that's 1.1% of the military budget. The other thing that goes on with that is the bill has a little impact on veterans. This bill, for every veteran who is, those 54,000 will give them $1,200 more per month per estimates of this bill. The last thing that they're talking about is it creates a new benefit in the time of fiscal uncertainty. The problem is that it doesn't, that the communists eliminated the retirement pay disability pay offset more than 2 decades ago. So this is not a new entitlement. It simply puts some folks in there who've been left out in the rain too long. So I wanted to bring those up to you. I will be writing an article for our newsletter. We'll have a lot more in detail of that, not much longer, but it'll have pretty much drilled down on a lot of these issues. 2 things are coming up that you need to be aware on 13 September 2025 at Arnold Air Force Base, the 7th birthday anniversary of the birthday of the Air Force is going to be celebrated. And if you want tickets to that, send me an email. I'll send you a link to get to it, to get those. It's going to be full dress uniform, tux, black tie, meal. 4-star general, the former Air Force Logistics Command commander, is going to be the guest of honor. They have done a new bar that's absolutely super. They've got a whiskey bar now. They've gussied this place up, and they have really made it so that it's got an adult section, and then it's got a place for the kids and everybody else to go. So look forward to that. If you want to go, it's 13 September, 5 o'clock. And it's at the Arnold Air Force Base, Arnold Lake Club. Most of you don't know where that is because you've been there with us a couple of times, us and Pete. So I've invited Pete and anybody else in the Air Force who wants to go, Roger up, send me an email and I'll send you a link for that. The other is on 1 November, the 250th birthday of the United States Marine Corps will be celebrated by the Music City. It's called the Music City Marine Corps Birthday Ball at the Omni Center in Nashville. And I've got a link for that. You can go on there and go to Music City Marine Corps Ball. I'm sure there'll be a 4-star there, maybe a Medal of Honor recipient or two. There's about 2,000 seats there. It's a big deal. And dinner, dancing, and all the trim. Suzanne and I are signed up. So anybody that wants to go to the ball, I can tell you it's going to be a real barn burner. So, so you can look at that. So those are the two things. But I encourage you to go down to Arnold. We're going to go Friday night. I'm trying to get Pete and Sandy to go, break out of their turmoil that they have in their routine, and take the pack off. And actually, we got a. I'll tell you a real quick story. We got one of these deviled egg platters from Sandy, and we're holding it hostage. If they don't come, they don't get it. And I might put vinegar and pistachios in it. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, that's it for me, and I appreciate it. And film at 11. Thanks.